All right, I am here with Solo Beast, Mr. Darius Estell. He's going to be competing at NFA 5, which takes place on May 1st over at the Eagles Hall Arena in Arnold, Missouri. I keep fucking that up for some reason. But you're going to be taking on Andrew Ebers. Okay, this is a pro fight. The dude's 4-0. You're 7-3 overall, which we'll get to that in a minute because I got some fun questions for you. But overall, how's training camp going? How's preparations going for this fight?
Oh, man, training camp's going amazing. Got some great teammates working with me, my coaches. It's going amazing. Michigan top team is really coming through with the training. So is the Detroit Jiu-Jitsu Academy. I have no complaints.
Okay, and again, Ebers, the opponent, he's undefeated, 4-0. He's kind of got a weird career of sorts. He from what I can find, he only had one amateur fight, which he lost, and then he went pro years later and has only fought 4 times, 4 finishes, hasn't gone past the second round. So I believe that you're going to hold the edge, not just in experience, but also in cardio when it comes to that. Again, all finishes. What is this guy? What have you seen on this guy? You know, maybe in tape during preparations. What does he do well that you need to keep an eye
on? I mean, I wasn't impressed, man. So, I mean, he's going to do well by showing up. You know, I'm happy with him showing up. You know, I'm glad he took the fight. He's about to get his first loss. So, I mean, we'll see how he acts after that. You know? Okay.
And you know what? It's great that you mentioned that because it's a great segue to my next question. You competed most recently over at FAC 7, where you were in the co-main event, but there was kind of like a switcheroo, right? Pretty late notice. You ended up taking on Solo Hatley Jr. instead of Trey Ogden, I believe was the original opponent.
Yep.
And it was super short notice. And I like to remind everybody that on these short notice fights, it's not just the guy stepping up that's taking the fight on short notice. It's also the original opponent that's taking it on short notice. And you ended up winning a fight via split decision. Now, look, Solo's a tough dude, okay? He's a tough guy. He's got some good wins under his belt. He's fought for Bellator. So just explain to me, like, what were the emotions going through, you know, possibly not fighting and then, you know, getting a late notice replacement and then, you know, still coming out on top?
Yeah, I was extremely happy to come out on top and get the win. And even with Trey, I took the short notice fight. It was like, you know, then like 2 weeks. I was like, all right, whatever. And I was ready to fight. And then when they switched the opponent within a week, it's like, man, okay, well, you know what? Doesn't matter. The goal remained the same. Go out there and win. And yeah, you're right. It was a tough fight. I was told he was going to be like this world-class striker, so I was expecting a strike war. And then normally it always happens. You hit him, and then it turns into like a, you know, grappler session. So he, you know, ended up being like more of a grapple, you know, grind out type of fight. But you know, it wasn't what I was expecting, but I was ready for it.
Okay, and how cool is it that the promotion was able to keep you with another high-level opponent?
Yeah, I was really grateful for the promotion. That was like huge. I was happy about that because originally I was brought in to fight their guy who had already, you know, was scheduled to fight, had a fallout. So I was a short notice replacement. The fact that they found me a replacement when that didn't happen was amazing, and I was really thankful.
Yeah, I just think it's pretty cool that they were still able to find you a name on that short notice. So kudos to Solo for stepping up and keeping both of you guys together.
I believe he was also scheduled to fight already on that day for another promotion where something fell through. So he had already been training, and but he was just like, you know what? I'll take the fight. I was already training for a fight that day. So shout out to him for doing that. I'm glad we both were able to salvage the fight, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, again, you fought for so many promotions here. I'm going to run through a list of the ones that, you know, stand out to me. You fought for LFA. You fought for CES. You fought for WXC and King of the Cage. Now, with all this experience with all these different promotions, how is NFA different from all these other promotions?
Well, I haven't fought for NFA yet, so I'm curious to see how they run the organization. One of my dreams and goals, man, I just want to fight all over the world, different opponents. You know, I love what I do. So to be able to go somewhere else, you know, meet different people, fight on a different stage, I love that feeling. So I'm excited to fight for NFA. Like, you know, I'm looking forward to it. So.
Well, one thing I will say about NFA is they're, you know, a relatively young promotion, right? They're still kind of getting their feet wet in this whole thing. but the fights that they put on are pretty high level for the situation that they're in, being so young, and they're going after the toughest fighters and putting the toughest fights together. Not really giving fighters an easy way to victory. They're making sure that they're stacking these cards with tough opposition. To me, that just stands out. You know what I mean? They're not. I lost the word again. They're not huge betting favorites. You know what I mean? It's not a huge betting favorite versus a huge underdog. These fights are usually pretty even, and they end up being a lot of fun, and they do get a decent amount of exposure. So I'm excited for you as well as everybody on the card. But I got some non-fight related questions, if you're cool with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So I usually ask this question last because I like to build up to it because I'm most concerned with the answer, right? But you know what? I'm going to switch things up a little bit. I'm going to take a different approach and ask it as the first non-fight related question. It's a little fight related, but not really. Okay. Now, after you get the win on May 1st, okay, we all got to eat. Okay. We all got to eat. So what is going to be your victory meal on May 1st?
Man, my victory meal is always pizza and cheesecake. Yep, that's my meal.
Now, where do you go get the pizza and where do you go get the cheesecake?
So the first meal, I usually wait till I get back home and have it with my family, but there's a place called Green Lantern Pizza. I love it. Green Lantern or Pizza Popolis, two of those places, man, they're awesome.
That's dope. I've never had Green Lantern Pizza, but
they're good.
I mean, I love pizza. So, what's their style? Are they deep dish? Are they, thin crust? Like, what's their specialty?
They do specialty pizzas. They do deep dish as well, but they have like your different like your barbecue sauce pizza. They have like the whole Green Lantern theme, like the superhero. That's like the slogan, like the image of it. So man, it's hard to explain. It's just got some good pizza. Like they do a lot of specialty pizzas where they like add all type of different stuff, whatever the way they cook it. It's awesome.
That's dope. Now, answer me this: does pineapple belong on pizza?
It does. I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to order it, but if it's on there, I'll eat it.
Okay. My daughters trip me out, right? Because when my little sister, she manages a Pizza Hut here in Tucson, and they order pepperoni and pineapple, not ham and pineapple, but pepperoni and pineapple, and they seem to like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. Like I won't turn a pineapple pizza away. But I won't order it, but it is okay. It's good.
Okay, I gotcha. Then what is on your perfect pizza then?
Man, I'm gonna have to go with the meat lovers. Or we can do the extra cheese with extra pepperoni. One of those two. And then you drizzle a little barbecue sauce on there. Perfect. Stuffed crust too. Perfect.
Now hold on. You say drizzle barbecue sauce on top of the pepperoni. Pepperoni and extra cheese.
Barbecue sauce goes on everything. I'm going to give you a fun fact. There's only one sauce that was made in heaven. That's barbecue sauce.
Okay. I take it you like barbecue sauce then.
Hell yeah. Yep.
All right. And what's the brand that I should be keeping my eye on for barbecue sauce?
Man, I'm a health nut, so I like to buy the ones without high fructose corn syrup. So the two brands I'm on right now is Heinz, and then I do Sticky Fingers.
Heinz?
Yeah. Yep, like Heinz ketchup, they make a good barbecue sauce now, and then Sticky Fingers.
What is this Sticky Fingers? I've never heard of it.
So when I used to live in the South, there's a restaurant. They have a chain restaurant called Sticky Fingers. Well, I guess for whatever reason they started to market their special sauce. It was so good, so now they market it all across the country in stores. So like I used to love the restaurant in the South. So when I went into the stores and saw it, because like, you can buy it, of course, in the restaurant, but now they market all over the country. So I look for it. It's good.
Now, when you say South, what do you mean? Because South, sometimes they're talking Georgia, they're talking Alabama. What do you mean when you say South?
I used to live in Georgia. Yep. So I spent a lot of time in Georgia and Florida. I was in South Carolina for a little bit. But Georgia, I used to be in the military, so I was stationed out there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thank
now, I got one for you. The Georgia, what is it? The Bulldogs? Is that the team, right? something, Georgia something. Well, their college emblem is the Green Bay G, right? I'm a Packers fan.
Okay. I do like the Packers. I like Patriots and the Packers, but yeah.
Yeah, see, I have something right here. See, this was a Christmas gift. I'm going to get so much.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I got you. Okay. Go ahead, Packers.
Well, I guess the Packers, they pay to use that G from this college is the story that I'm being told. But my wife, she's a mechanic shop like office manager. Yeah. And one of the mechanics there, he's got that G tattooed on his arm. But he's from Georgia. He's from Georgia. And he's even got little flip-flops that got that G on it. I think he's got the decal on his car. I give him so much shit. I'm like, hey, man, you're a bigger Green Bay fan than me to get that tattooed on you. Yeah. Apparently, they're a little bit sensitive about that. Okay, where in the military did you serve, and you know, what kind of experiences did you have in the military? I never get to ask that.
Yeah, I was in the Army. That's the branch. I was a Ranger, 175th Ranger Battalion in Savannah, Georgia, for about three and a half years. Then I transferred to a Special Forces unit in Japan, 1st Special Forces Group. So I was attached to them for about a year and a half. And then I moved back to the States. First time I left Special Operations. Most of my career is Special Operations, but my last 2 years, I was attached to a garrison unit back at Hunter Army Airfield. And finished out my 6.5 year, you know, there. I went to Afghanistan twice. I was in Japan. I've been around.
So you've actually been on the floor and seen combat?
Yeah, I've been around, man.
My guy. So how does getting into a cage fight compare to actual combat?
Well, you're not going to die in the cage, but I mean, like, okay. Yeah. But I love fighting in the cage, man. Nothing like that adrenaline feel, the nerves. I love that feeling. Then to fight and win and come out with your hand raised, man, so it's an amazing feeling. It's an adrenaline that lasts for days.
Okay, and do you feel that some of your military experience kind of gives you an edge when you go in there because there's not so many nerves?
Yeah, it definitely helps out. Definitely helps out a lot. You know, calm under pressure. You know, it helps out a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good to know. If I see you on the street, I'm just gonna say hi and not start any shit. You hear me?
I'm a nice guy, mostly, man. You got to do something to make me aggressive, man. I'll be chilling.
No, 100%. Okay, and also non-fight related. During this camp, what has been the theme song? Okay, what are you listening to in practices or while you're running or hitting the bag? What are you listening to these days?
Man, I got my mix. I listen to all music. I mean, of course, rap and hip hop, R&B, but I like the country. You know, I mix it up, man. Pop, Post Malone, Meek Mill, sometimes Drake, T Grizzly, Sada Baby. Like, I listen to a mixture of a lot of stuff, man. Blake Shelton, I think just a mixture, man.
Wow. Okay, that is a mixture. Yeah. Now, can country get your blood flowing? Can it get you pumped? Can country do that?
On the song, man. Yeah. You can go some old school 5-finger death punch, man, and you can get going. Yeah, depends on the song.
Okay.
Bad Company. Right. You can get hype with Bad Company. Remember that one? Old school one? Bad Company. Yeah. Shoot. God's Country. That was a good one, man. Man, yeah, you can get hype with some country.
All right. You'll have to send me over some tracks in the thread so that I can get some flow going, because I don't think I've ever heard a country song that made me like, oh, you know what? Fuck yeah, let's go fuck some shit up. You know what I mean?
Man, what was it? God's Country is a good one, man.
Okay, like I said, because I'm not going to remember. I'm not going to remember. You guys to send it in the thread. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, in preparation for this fight, your opponent, he hasn't fought since last year. You've recently competed, and you're coming off a win. You're coming off that high. We're looking to rebuild that win streak so that we can get to the next level. What is it that for guys who are active, do you think that benefits them as opposed to guys who only fight maybe once or twice a year?
I do. I think that it alleviates the whole ring rust and helps out with the nerves, makes you more comfortable. And as long as you're not injured, man, I think that it's a smart thing to keep fighting. You know, unfortunately, COVID screwed us all last year, so things slowed down. But yeah, it definitely gets you comfortable in the cage, and the ring rust. Like that's a big thing. That's a real thing. You know, it takes you longer to warm up, I think, when you haven't fought in a while.
Okay, and through the whole COVID thing, how did that affect training? How did that affect, your ability to compete?
It was annoying. It was annoying because there was like, of course, Michigan's still closed, but at first, the gyms were closed for months. I had to do my own thing. It was hard, man. You got to stay trying to discipline with your diet and your fitness, and then there weren't a lot of fights going on, so it was rough.
Okay, and now I know a lot of us non-fighters, right? We had that the quarantine 15 is what they were calling it. They're fucking liars because I gained more than 15 pounds while I was stuck in my house. But
Yeah.
did you have to deal with any type of weight gain or anything like that?
I did a little bit. I mean, I stayed working out the entire time, but I did gain some pounds because, of course, you're eating a lot more. So, man, I might have put on like 25, 30 pounds. But again, I was still working out, so a lot of that was muscle. I ate, more bad foods, but I did a lot of weightlifting as well. So when it came down to cutting it off, it wasn't a big deal because it was like a lot of it was muscle.
Okay. And then through the whole thing, did you kind of like build your own gym in your garage? How did you do it?
So my buddy did that actually. My buddy did, and we would go over his house and we would train in the garage. We'd do grappling. We'd invite some of the fighters over, do our own thing. Then in the house, I got weights at the house. I got one of my bedrooms. It's like a workout room. I got like dumbbells and mirror to train and look at myself and treadmill or run outside. So like, I mean, I made it work. I made it work.
Okay. Now you brought up a mirror. What is the benefit of having a mirror in a workout area?
Checking your technique, your form, doing all your techniques in the mirror, shadow boxing. You just, going over drilling again, looking at your moves, seeing when you drop your hands, stuff like that.
Okay. See, I'm over here like, what's up, player? How you doing? How you
doing?
Yeah,
or you can do that. There you go. Make sure you're looking good while you're training, right?
Exactly. I don't, but, hey, teach their own, right?
Each his own.
All right, brother. Well, like I said, I'm excited to see you get in there against Andrew Ebers on May 1st. Sorry. The whole May being the 5th month of the year keeps fucking me up. So I'd like to give you a chance to shout out, your training partners, coaches, sponsors, that sort of thing. Go ahead, man. Take the floor.
Cool, man. So, yeah, all my training partners, man. I love you all. My coaches, Michigan Top Team, Detroit Jiu-Jitsu Academy. Darren Cruikshank, my head coach, works with me a lot. One of my partners, I got a lot of teammates, man. So I'm going to name a couple, but then I'll just say all of them. A Chase, Dean Cruikshank, Ariel, one of my coaches, Hav, Bruce, a lot of people. All my training teammates, love you guys. Anthony Falwez, all you guys. Then sponsors. So got some great sponsors, man, that really take care of me, hook me up with the travel and flights. So I got to give a shout out to Dr. Mike Elderani at Life Medical, Center. Helps me out with all my medicals. Really appreciate it. Fadi, the solution. He's got like the best dealerships in the city as far as like used cars. Hooks me up. A lot of sponsorships. Detroit Automotive. Javier Cardenas, Exotic Flooring, man, does amazing floors. Actually hooked some of my family members up. Did their floor. Looks beautiful. All over Michigan. The Chess Moves Management, my manager Carlos. Appreciate you, brother. Always looks out. Negotiations for fights. Awesome. Who else, man? I don't want to forget anyone. Let's see. My boy Zach. Zach always looks out, man. I wouldn't even hit him up. Zach will just hit me up and be like, "Hey, what's up? D, you're a trainer. I know you're out. And just shoot me a sponsorship. Love you, Zach. Appreciate you, brother." Let's see. Make sure I don't forget anyone, man. I think. Yeah, I said Life Medical Center. They hooked me up with the medicals, and you know what? Dr. Elderani hooks up all the fighters in Michigan. He's awesome. He's really a pioneer and helping people out, man. He's a great guy, great doctor. Appreciate you, Doc. I think I got everyone. Yeah. Love my family. You guys are awesome. Yeah, man. Thank you for this interview.
Absolutely, man. It's been my pleasure. I love to get to know the fighters of the next generation. You guys are gonna be the next Conor McGregors, the next Dustin Poiriers, you know what I mean? The next Francis Ngannou's. So you guys, you know what I mean? Getting you guys while you're in this stage of your career, getting you help you launch to the next one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Ngannou is a heavyweight, but Conor and the Dustins, if they don't retire by the time I get there, I'll go ahead and knock them out.
Yeah, that's the confidence, man. I love it. I love it.
I'm only getting better.
Real quick. When you were shouting out your guys in there, you mentioned your management team. What did you call them?
Oh, Chess Moves Management. Yep. With Carlos Correa.
Moves Management.
Yeah. Strategy.
Hey, you know what? I like that. I was a champ back in my day.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't have my mom has all of my medals and trophies and shit. But when I was like 11, I went to nationals. I went to state all 3 years when I was in middle school. And after that, whatever high school I went to, they didn't have no chess team. So I couldn't get my nerd on. But we were a bunch of savages, bro. Aside from me, right? Because I'm fucking little as fuck. Our chess team looked like a football team.
Wow.
Our guys were all huge. And if you know the stereotype of chess players, small, fragile, nerdy. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much what you got at the tournaments, okay? That's pretty much how it was when we got there. So when we would mob up and, it was our team versus your A team and our B team versus your B team. I mean, if it was a scale, we would be, you know what I mean? Yeah. There'd be no contest. These guys would be, we'd be touching the floor. These guys would be getting launched. You know what I'm saying? So I get down with some chess. So I dig the management already. They get props.
Yeah. Carlos Correa, man, looks out for a lot of fighters. He's a great guy. Great guy.
Well, I'm glad they scooped you up, brother. I'm glad they scooped you up.
Yep. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you.
Absolutely. It's been my pleasure. Now, before I let you go, I would like a fight prediction. If you got one for me, how do you get it done against Andrew Ebers on May 1st?
Man, I want to try and take his head off. I want to finish, to be honest with you, because I keep getting these guys who just want to hug and hold it. And I know this guy's a grappler, so he's going to try his thing. I want to freaking finish. I want to knock him out. That's ideal. What I want. Would it be? I think he's a black belt, right?
That I'm not sure. I haven't dug into.
If he is a black belt, it'd be cool to choke him out too, or submit him, or whatever. But I do want to knock him out. So fight prediction, I'm going for the finish, man. I want to knock him out. That's my goal. We'll see how it plays out.
Do you have a specific round you see it getting done? I won't ask for a technique because that's a little bit.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. We're gonna see how the fight goes. Wherever it goes, man, I'll be ready for it. Ideally, of course, everyone wants a nice first round knockout. Great, that happens. But I'm just gonna see how it goes. See what he's got. Put in what I got. Two martial artists. They get into the cage. They both think they can win, and that's the beauty of it. That's gonna create the art. I'm sure he thinks he's training hard, so we'll see what happens.
Well, the mentality should be if you get the 10-second knockout, sweet. If you have to go through, 15 minutes of war, sweet.
Doesn't matter. Yup. But I'm going for the finish, though.
Ready for the finish, but prepared for war, right?
Exactly. Yup.
I like that. All right. Darius Solo Beast Estell, he competes for NFA 5 over at the Eagles Hall Arena in Arnold, Missouri, May 1st. I'll let people know how to get the pay-per-view. It's on Nemesis site, right?
Yep. Also, on this side, you can follow me on Instagram at king_solobeast. Yep, that's my Instagram. And my Facebook is just my name, Darius Estell. My Facebook, I just share memes all day. So if you want, fight-related stuff, yeah. So you're following me on Instagram if you want, fight-related stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, if you just want to laugh all day, you're just going to see memes on Facebook.
I can confirm, if you want a good laugh, Facebook is where you need to follow Darius.
Yeah.
All right, my man. Well, again, it's been a freaking blast shooting the shit with you. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, after you get the W, right? Let's do a post fight. You know what I'm saying?
Speak it into existence, baby. Yep, let's do it.
That's it, my friend. Well, until next time, man. Until next time,
man. Take care.